All right, guys, so welcome back. So I have my new PCB way rotor in my little test stand. And this is going to be a little bit of a different video. So I'm not a review channel. I don't do reviews. I just build goofy motors like this and put them on the internet or put them on YouTube. And if you guys like it, great. But one of the, I guess you can call it a failing of my channel, is showing um, measurements or using a meter to, show what the voltage output is. I just usually say I get great output because I've got these 220-volt lamps on the circuit, and they're usually completely powered up. Um, But once in a while, I'll pull out a $15 or $20 meter to, show a measurement. I've done it several times when I've had my super cap banks running stuff. Um, but yeah, I'm not much for showing the resistance or any of that stuff. And, there's a couple of reasons for that. One of the main one is I always buy really, really cheap meters because I can't justify spending the money on a fluke. There's just no way. I'm not that kind of channel. Nor can I justify spending the money on a scope to look at the waveforms of the different circuits that I'm running or it's coming off of the coils. I can't justify spending that kind of money. But a company contacted me. The company's name is Gotcha Fix. I think that's what they're called. I talked to the guy. I said, look, I don't know how to say the name of your company. And he said, just say it any way you want because a bunch of people apparently don't know how to say it. Anyway, they contacted me and they said, hey, we'd like to send you a scope meter. It's a regular meter like this, but it also has an oscilloscope built into it. You can keep it. We just want you to show it being used in one of your videos. So they're not paying me for this, but so they sent it to me. Here's the meter right here. Gotcha Fix. It's an oscilloscope and a meter. Waveform generator, 3-in-1. So I thought that's pretty cool. So again, they're not paying me to say anything, so I can say anything I want. They sent me this meter for free up front there. It was definitely free. And asked me, like I said, if I could use it in one of my videos. So I figured, okay, no problemo. So, yeah, if I had known about something like this a while back, I would probably spend the money on a combination. Like I said, I can't justify buying an outright scope, and I can't justify buying a fluke, but I like this guy. It's got an kind of a retro vibe to the lettering or the LED output, and it's pretty cool. Very easy to use, especially for someone like me. So let me get this thing out of the way and we'll do a little unboxing, if you will, and then I'll hook it up to this guy and we'll see what kind of power this circuit's putting out. All right, so stay tuned. All right, so comes in a regular box, no big deal on that. Shows the different ranges. So DC voltage, 60 millivolts up to 1000 volts. AC, DC current, AC current, resistance, capacitor. So it basically does everything a really good meter would do. I don't know too much about the oscilloscope part. We're going to learn that one together. But it's definitely pretty cool. So the unboxing's nothing really fantastic. We have some leads, look like they're induction leads. they just plug right into the, let me take them out here. So yeah, so they have, you can take this off. Be nice if they had the little clips on there, you know what I mean? The little tiny clips that clip onto the wires, but that's no big deal. It's got a lithium battery in it. So there's your charging cable, USB-C, and it comes in this little pouch. And here is the meter. It's nice too. It has a little bit of weight to it. And it has the bigger screen, I guess, for the checking out the waveforms when you have it in oscilloscope mode. But let me show you what I mean by the, see, it's got that kind of retro. And it's, for me, it's really easy to see what's going on. All right. And if you go over a voltage, or if you're getting near to a current that's going to hurt the system, it'll alarm you. Excuse me. DC, there's resistance, capacitance, frequency, current, DC current, and then off. And I really like that. You don't have to go all the way back around to turn it off. You know what I mean? So it's off there. And then I can go back around over here and turn it off like that. And then it has this light function. So you can make it brighter, turn it completely off. I kind of like it bright like that. But I really like the fact that it's telling me everything on there. I don't have to try to guess, because for me, this is the most difficult part of what I do, is dealing with voltages and currents and resistance and capacitance. So let me get it hooked up. Here's the instructions. There's a quick start, or sample operation quick start for the oscilloscope. Press for 2 seconds, enter in oscilloscope mode. Oh, that's cool. So that's what you do. So there's the auto button there. If you want to enter oscilloscope mode, you press the auto button. That's kind of cool. And this is in, I don't know what language that is. You guys know what language that is? Looks like it might be German. Anyway, let me get it hooked up. And then you have more of a owner's manual, which is kind of cool. Tells you everything about it. I like the quick start guide. That's what I really got hooked up with. Anyway, it comes with all the bells and whistles. Like I said, it's a little dirty there. It's got some heft to it, so I know it's not a piece of junk. That doesn't really mean a lot, but I really like this retro look of it. So let me get it hooked up, and I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. All right, so right now I just have it hooked up DC voltage mode to my power supply, which is over there, and it's reading I don't know if you see it, 8.6, and on the meter it's reading 8.6, so that's pretty cool. So let's press that down and see what kind of waveform we got there. I'm going to have to, hold on, let me bring you guys back. All right, so I'm playing around with it, and right now I have it set to capacitance, and I have 1,000 microfarad capacitor on there, and it's reporting it to be 908, 909.9, and I think that's pretty close. Here, let me set it to resistance. I got to put my camera in a holder. Hold on, stay tuned. All right, let me take these off here, and I have a coil over here. just a regular coil. And I have the leads. Let me hook this on here. And of course, it's set to capacitance, so it's not going to show anything right now. Let me put this down. And let's switch it over to resistance. And so that coil is set at 2.5 ohms. Now, I don't know if that's, I'll have to read up on it. It's 2.5 ohms. So that looks right, I guess. Again, this is not my forte. I'm going to have to read up on this stuff. But again, this is I didn't get this to do, measurements on stuff. I got it because it was a good offer. And the company seemed really cool. And so let me set this back to voltage. And let's take these guys off. And what I want to do is I want to show you some AC waveform. All right, hold tight. All right, so right now I have it plugged into an AC outlet. And so this is the AC waveform. And I'm trying to read. So if I press F1, I want to exit out of that. Voltage. Let me exit out of that. Yeah, again, I don't really know what I'm looking at. I just know that it works. Here we go. That exits it. And you can save this stuff too. It has a little port here on the side where you can hook it to your computer and actually save it. And I don't even know if you guys are able to see this. Yeah, you can see it. You could save it. All right, let me stop that. All right, let me turn that off. All right, hold tight. All right, so now I'm reading the current from the plug. So 500 milliamps. I change that. There's the frequency, almost 60 hertz. I don't know what that does. Capacitance, resistance. I don't know why it's not showing me the AC voltage. I'm probably not doing something right. I think to get to the AC, I have it on the right thing, right? I have it on the, yeah. Bump-a-da-ba, bump-a-da-ba. All right, stay tuned. There it goes. I figured out how to get to the AC voltage. Yeah, so it's showing 119 volts AC. That's what these function keys are for. I was reading the instructions, and they show you how to mess around. Of course, the booklet here is much more helpful. So now and there's the waveform. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so first you have to set it to the right voltage in order to read the waveform properly. And if we look really closely, it has the volts. I don't really know what that means, but all right. So yeah, this is a cool little meter. Again, I'm not the best guy to review meters, so this is not a review. This is me fumbling my way through playing with this thing. It's got a cool little stand like most of them have, and like I said, it's got that little um, has that little outlet there that you can hook to your PC. Let me read through the book some more and get better familiar with this. I do know that it has a warning light up here that if you get into trouble, it'll start flashing, because I was doing something before and I must have did something wrong because it was flashing, so I immediately stopped what I was doing. But I do like the way that kind of retro look there. So my house puts out, or my garage puts out 119, but I should put it into my 240. I have a 240 outlet. I should, where is that outlet at? It's over there somewhere. I should put it in there and see how it is. But I really like the one press and you get the waveform. So AC/DC 59 hertz, 110 volts. And then from my understanding, each peak is, so because it's AC, it travels back and forth, and each peak is, yeah, right. I should just stop. I should just stop. All right, let's do some other things with it. Hold tight. All right, so I have a resistor here. Let me put it in resistance and see. So I'm not sure. I think this is 100 ohms. Yeah, 100 ohms. Hey, I got lucky. So 100.2. So that's pretty cool. If you don't know what the resistor is, for some reason I knew that was 100, but I don't know why I knew that. But yeah, that's pretty close, 100.2. And again, if I find, where's my capacitor bank? What did I do? Well, let's get this little capacitor right here. Let's put it on capacitance. And we will see what we will see. Oops. $954. Close. This is a 1000 microfarad. So yeah, 954, that's pretty close. Come on, takes a little bit. 926, 917. All right, what else can we do with this guy? We've checked the voltages. We checked the DC voltage. I did that already. Did the AC. Looked at the waveform. It's got a save feature. I really like the fact that it's off there and it's off there. So let's see what else we can do. All right, well, that's probably it. I think it's a nice little meter. And the great folks over at, how do you say the company's name again? Gotcha Fix, have given me a code for you guys for 25% off. That's pretty good. I think this is, I'm not sure how much this costs. I think it's like $100, 100 and something. But 25% off of $100 is $75, right? So that's not too bad. And you get three in one, but two main features in one. You get the scope and you get a regular meter. And if you're a knob like me, you could probably learn a lot. But yeah, so the code for the 25% off will be in the description. I'll also probably put it up on the screen. I think it's 25E 3D PPM. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure, but I will get the right name, say it out, and then I'll put it in the code. But 25% off, and I think you have until uh, May 20th. I think it's going for a full month. So if you're interested and you want a nice looking meter that has this cool retro look to it, I like it really bright like that. I've been playing this for a while, and the battery hasn't is hardly gone down at all. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And so yeah, if you're interested, get the code, grab yourself one of these bad boys. All right, guys, thanks for watching.